Oh yes, got him. Will we do our shopping? Look at the size of him. Today we're leaving the bitumen behind. We've got black soil flats as far as the eye can see. We've got blue hills in the distance and a long straight road heading west. And although this road doesn't look too bad, it's been freshly graded and it's like bloody driving on marbles. So let's hit the track and go and see what we can find. Well, I've been given a hot tip. I can't claim to have discovered this place by myself. I pulled in, seen one of the local farmers on the way through that I know, and he's put me onto this place. And it does look good. He says there is yellow belly in here and quite a few yabbies, and probably carp as well. I actually didn't know where I was heading or what I was going to do today, so I've brung some worms, brung the yabby traps, and I think first things first, we'll get these traps in. And the worst thing about coming out here trying to film is the bloody wind. Always windy out here. The first trap I have brung to the opposite side, put next to all these bulrush weeds, bit of other type weed there. Looks like a perfect spot. Just having a look on the other side of the road, I almost reckon it's nearly going to be worth putting one in here. So we're all the way out here, why not? How deep is it? That's well and truly deep enough. We might as well go number 3 just here, and I won't go too crazy. Or we'll just come down under this tree. Again, I'm not going to go too crazy with it. Probably 3 meters off the bank. And while we're waiting for those traps to soak, I've just put a worm on a small hook. I've left a fair bit of him dangling off, so he does a bit of crawling around down there. And the old worm's a pretty handy bait. Some of the biggest yabbies I've ever caught were actually on a worm fishing for yellow belly. I've only given that line about 5 minutes, haven't had much of a bite, but that wind is absolutely just blowing up now, and I can just tell it's going to come through the camera. It's going to be absolutely horrible. So what we'll do, we'll keep moving, see if we can't find somewhere out of the wind, and we'll just leave these traps here and we'll come back to them whenever we get here. And that's how you can tell it's getting bloody hot out here. That cow's sitting in the dam. It's definitely not as stupid as what we make them out to be. So what I've actually decided to do, I've come back to the dam. I did a video here probably a month or so ago now, and we set some traps here and done really well. We only set them, went down the road and had a fish. What I'm going to do this time, I'm just going to throw the rod out here with a worm. We did get a couple of nice perch out of the traps. Oh, when I say nice, I mean little. So we'll get a rod out here and see if there's any big fellas in here. And my plan has actually worked. The reason I come here is because we've got this great big bank and the wind's blowing from that way, so hopefully it keeps us out of the wind. I would have really liked to stay back at that creek, but with the wind blowing the way it is, it's just unbearable with the camera. We'll start here, and what we might do is just keep moving up next to that cow. Not 100% sure, but I think we've got a yabby and he's tangled us up. Is he gonna hold on? Not what we're after, but I'll take it. Where are you? He's come right back up into this grass. I'll see if I can get him up. Nah, he's well and truly tangled. He would have had to have let go of that. And he's still tangled. What the heck? Well, there you go. I'll have to keep a better eye on that. Oh yes, got him. You beauty. Oh yes, good size fella too. Yeah, little ripper. That's exactly what we're after. And he's an absolute bloody stonker of a little thing. Check this out. That's what we're after. And he is a nice sized little perch, that fella. That's exactly what we wanted. You little beauty. I've just knocked the head off him, bled him out a little bit, gutted him, scaled him. And what we'll do is put him straight on the ice. I've actually got a block of ice in there. Come prepared for a change. Which doesn't happen very often. I reckon we'll get that rod back out and see if we can't get a couple of those little buggers. Oop. Got him, and he feels like not a bad fella either. Yes, another nice one. Oh, you beauty. Oh, he's borderline. Very borderline. He swallowed the hook, so I think we might keep him. So we better have a breather for 10 minutes, have a bit of an energy snack. Got some homemade Anzac biscuits thanks to Annika. And I'll tell you what, for a Filipino, she does a bloody good job at making Anzac biscuits. Leave a comment down below if you like good old homemade Anzac biscuits. And they're the crunchy ones too, my favourite. Oh well, Daisy, it was nice catching up with you. We had a good chat, but we're gonna have to keep moving along. And what I've done, I've come up to the last trap first, just to make things confusing. Anyway, they've probably been an hour. Got a few in there. Definitely not a trap full. We've got one really nice fella though. He's coming home. I think we'll keep that big dark looking fella for now. I won't need a lot anyway. Oh yes, he's a nice one. We'll keep him. And I only brought my little bait bucket with me. Put a bit of water in there. Because I do only want to keep a few. I don't want a lot today. I think we might as well keep that one just for insurance purposes. Them two little ones, they're too small. They can go back. And that bloody wind is getting worse as the day goes on. So we've got trap number 3 here, which we're going to pull second. Just to confuse you. Oh yes, you beauty. That one actually done a lot better. What we got there? A big dozen or so at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. You beauty. Couple of nice ones there too. They're nice clean yabbies. Let's have a look-see, will we? Do our shopping. Yeah, I think we'll take that one. I probably only want a half a dozen. Look how clean they are there. It's actually a nice clean creek, this one. I'm going to have to jag a day that the wind's not blowing and come out here and have a proper fish, I think. We'll take a couple out of here. They're not huge. Oh, he nearly had me. They're not huge, but they're nice and clean, and we'll just take a few for insurance purposes, and we'll change them out if we get any monsters out of the next couple of traps. He's a nice one all the same. And these smaller fellas, they can just go back. Let them get a bit bigger. See you later, fellas. And we'll go our second trap third, just to confuse you again. And this is the one that we put on the other side of the road. And it's an absolute perfect spot for these pyramid traps because I can just bring it straight up. Oh yeah. Not the mother load, but again, not a bad set of yabbies really. It hasn't been all that long. He's going to come home with us. He's a nice one. I think we'll take a couple of these bigger dark ones. Oh yeah. He's a nice clean little fella. Take you. And how many we got there? I was starting to get a few in the bucket. I think there's no real monsters. We'll take that other big dark one. And the rest of them can go back. There is a couple of shrimp in there as well. There you go. Home free. And we're up to our first trap that we're going to do last. Just to confuse you even more. What do we got? Not much in this trap, which is the one I actually thought would have done well. Normally around these breeds and stuff is where you generally do better. But we do have a couple of bloody monstrous long-arm shrimp in here. Check these fellas out. Oh, you got to watch them because they can reach around and get you. These little gangly fellas. Look at the arms on him. He's a goofy looking thing. I'll get him back in the water. You don't want to keep these shrimp out for long, and I don't want to eat these today. They're a gangly looking critter. There's not much of a shrimp there compared to his arms. I'll get him back. So what did we even end up with? 2 yabbies, which isn't great by anyone's standards. So I think he's probably too nice to let go. We'll keep him, let the other one go. And it was a 50-50 shot. Because he's only got 1 nipper, he gets to go back. And there'll be a few of you that remember this spot. It actually looks quite nice down here at the moment. I've come down here for no other reason than I haven't been down here for ages and I wanted to have a look what the place looked like. I haven't really been here since it flooded, which was quite a while ago. Sounds like some wild pigs over in the distance having a fight. Bit of a spooky sound when you're out in the forest by yourself. I just realised I wasn't actually filming that. You idiot. So basically all I done was sort of filleted one side, but just went through the whole ribs and everything. Basically cut it in half that way. And I'm going to leave all the backbone, ribs, all the bones just going to stay in that. And I won't go too hot with it straight up because I've got a bit of mucking around to do. We'll just get our fish on the frying pan. Because what's going to happen is all these yabbies are going to get the same treatment. We're going to cut them down long ways. And I've been neglecting our fish. Look at this fella. He's all bent up out of shape. I think what I'm going to have to do... Oh, that worked out all right. I thought it was all going to fall apart on me. I think we'll go a bit more oil. And I've done the same treatment to our yabbies, just butterflied it. The tail. Throw them on. That's how you tell they're fresh. Look, they're still kicking. And we're really living large today. Ooh yeah, baby. But we're just missing one little tiny ingredient. Our old homegrown tomatoes. A few people have asked me what they were. They are a rouge de marmalade, and they are delicious. What I want to do today is just get a little bit of sear on our tomatoes. Just brings out the sugar. Ooh. As you can see, we've had a lot of rain and the tomatoes split, but it doesn't really affect the tomato. Makes them yummier. If that isn't a feast fit for a bushman, I don't know what is. Just got to keep the bloody flies off it. Got some fresh Outback Perch, cooked to perfection, only caught an hour ago. Got some beautiful seared yabby tails. Have a go at them. Absolutely lovely. Fresh homegrown tomato, rouge de marmalade, which are delicious, and a steak that is cooked, I think, absolutely to perfection today. I don't think I overdone it. I cooked it really quick and really hot. Still feels a bit soft. So we best be having a crack, and I think I'll get a little bit of that steak, yes, a little bit of pinkness in it. We'll sit him there. We'll take one of these yabby tails out. Oh, look at that. Look at that, would ya? I think we'll go with those two first. I don't know what it is, but I just keep outdoing myself. And what I think we'll do, we'll have a look at this perch. Oh, that's what I was hoping would happen. Oh yes, look at that. All the bones just pulled out. Fins pulled off. Look at this. Oh. Let's go a bit of tomato. Bit of fish. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to sit here and eat this before the flies get it. Got him. I couldn't help myself. Caught him right at the bank too. Oh, I thought I'd throw a line out. Got a few good hits. Notice this dirty little bludger right at the bank there. And I couldn't help myself, had to throw a line in, had a few worms there. There is quite a few carp getting around down in there. But lucky for this fella, he's not going to get eaten today, but unlucky for him, he's not going back in the water either. And he's only just lipped. Look at that, only just caught by the top of the lip. Now we'll leave this video here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. Catch you on the next one.